Good morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. Sunnyside News is sponsored by Nature's Place, home of the Key Network and Speech Therapy Services. Today is Friday, January 13th, 2017. I would like to welcome everyone to today's program on this Friday the 13th and go right into the good news items for this week. The first one comes to you from Louisiana, where Bella the cat has definitely used one of her 9 lives. Well, this is a story about a community coming together to help the poor feline who had managed to get stuck hanging on the electric garage door. Now, neighbors, construction workers, and police all worked together to free the trapped cat. Bella's owner had gone out to run errands when the kitty became trapped in the garage door. Bella had just been freed when the owner returned, who became mortified but also very, very grateful. A veterinarian examined Bella and stated that only some minor bruising had occurred. What a lucky kitty. The next good news item comes to you from Idaho, where Nelson Miller was feeding his horses on New Year's Day when he noticed a bird drinking from his hot water tank, which was not that unusual. What was out of the ordinary was that this little sparrow's feet had become frozen to the edge of the water heater. Miller tried to free the little feet by pressing his hands against them, at the same time holding the bird's flapping wings. Well, this did not work, so Miller began using his own breath to defrost the little sparrow's feet and free the animal, who would have quickly perished in the sub-zero temperatures. Not only is that a heartwarming story, but that's a feet-warming story too. The next good news item comes to you from Paris, where Robert Marchand has set a new world record for the fastest cycling time around a track. Now, the French cyclist pedaled 14.08 miles in 1 hour, 2 minutes shorter than the previous record. Well, if this does not sound impressive enough to you, let me tell you that Marchand is also 105 years old. He said he was not out to break a record, but simply to prove that a person of 105 can still ride a bike. Hats off to you. The next good news item comes to you from Nairobi, Africa, where Agan Oscar, owner of a Continental Renewable Energy, a small recycling company, has figured out a way to turn garbage into road signs and poles. Oscar's recipe for turning garbage into poles has proven to be successful in that his products last longer, where many people steal the wooden and metal poles to resell or use for firewood. Now, these repurposed poles are not easily remarketed, and also they save millions of kilograms of carbon emissions each year, as well as millions of trees. So hats off to you, Oscar. What a great thing that you've invented. You know, as I mentioned earlier, this is Friday the 13th, and there are actually ways to be lucky. First of all, you can get out of bed on the right side, literally not the left side, and this is supposed to be a more lucky side. And actually, you are supposed to wear red undergarments. Yes, that is supposed to be also a lucky color. So don't wear green or luck may abandon you. And of course, you can always get your trusted lucky charm out and wear it all day long. And another one, and this is probably my personal favorite, is you can forget cleaning. Apparently, picking up a broom on Friday the 13th is bad luck. So forget about all that sweeping for today. Moving on to the events of the weekend, I would like to share with you on the 14th, the Winter Haven Theater presents the Broadway play, One Man, Two Governors. This is going on all day long. You can get further information by calling 863-294-7469. The next event I would like to tell you about is also on the 14th. That is the Dog Day of Winter from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is at Bach Tower in Lake Wales, with the proceeds to go to the Humane Society of Polk County. You can get further information on that by calling 863-676-1408. Also happening on the 14th at the Lakeland Center from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. will be singer Johnny Mathis, whose career spans 60 years. Many of you may have heard a lot of his music. You can get further information on that by calling 863-834-8100. And as usual, I would like to wrap up today's program with a nice quote for you, and that goes, We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. And that was said back in the day by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So that is our program for today, for January 13th, 2017. Thank you so much for joining me. Go out there, enjoy the weekend, and always remember to keep your sunny side up. Bye for now.